Welcome, this is the Mega Meeple, and this is a unboxing of the Kickstarter of Triplock. This is from Chip Theory Games, and as you can see, if you got the Kickstarter, the factory is included with the order, and then the second shipment of the episode 3 and 4 and the deluxe playmat will come in November. Now, this is the extra die that you get. Now that did not come in a box. That came separate in a package. So if you don't have a dice, the D6, and you threw your bag away, you might have thrown away your dice. Here's the some promo stuff about Too Many Bones, and I gotta tell you, Triplock has the same quality of components and gameplay. This is actually the fastest Kickstarter that I've ever been involved with. That I backed like within 2 months from the Kickstarter funding, they got these things into the backers' hands. So, and just some additional player aid cards talking about the traps and the countermeasures. This came with the factory. Now the station is included in the box, but the factory is, I guess you could call it sort of an expansion. It's another solo play. It has its own unique character included, Madigan. And as you can see, this is a authentic unboxing because it's still in a cellophane. I get my unboxing utility. There's the back. Let's rip this puppy open. As you can see, it's a rather small box. Got some special art on the inside. Now, the rule book is very short because it's not a complicated game. Simple in rules, but complex in mechanics. Basically, a memory logic game where you're trying to break a lock or a series of locks, either in solo mode or against another master lock picker. Here are the chips, pretty customary for Chip Theory Games. It's the same quality of chips that were found in Too Many Bones. If you have that game and never played it, you know the high quality of chips there. And the deck of cards. Yeah, be careful with these cards because they are very slippery. They're the same quality as the cards in Too Many Bones. You know that if you don't have a good handle on those things, they're going to slip right out of your hand. And it has the neoprene mat there. 2 custom dice. Alright, now this is the station. This is the solo game that is included in the box. And you have, there's a background story of each character. You got Elizabeth Watkins, the anarchist. And you got Axe Derringer, the safecracker. And Dante Harvard, he's an airship pilot. Dr. Elliot was a Cryptanalyst. Charlie Beckwith, Machinist. That's one of my personal favorites. And then Adelaide Folly is a secret agent. Then Madigan is a demolitionist. And that is the specific character that comes with the factory, which is also the solo play. Now the factory comes with its own set of cards. There are basically 5 rooms that you need to go through and break the locks. And you're able to play with all 7 characters. Just that Madigan is the character that's was included specifically for this scenario. But you could also play Madigan in the regular game, player versus player of Triplock. You see, Factory has 5 cards, double-sided. This is the neoprene mat, and here are the mechanisms. And the player aid has has a listing of what is on either side of these chips. So you can use those to know if you know what's on one side, you can figure out what's on the other side. Then these are the, I think these are the gears, the fail-safes. Now what you do, there's 8 of them. 4 of them have the gears on the back, the other 4 have the explosions there. And basically what you do is you sandwich the mechanisms in between 2 chips of the fail-safe, like an Oreo cookie, with the gears showing on both sides. And then depending on what action and card you played during the game will tell you to either peek or reveal what's underneath the chip. Basically, during your turn, you would roll both die. And if you still, it's not the luck of the die. You could still mitigate what you roll. If you want to discard those dice, then you can have one action that's on the player aid that describes. Then you have points to score your character. And each character has their own unique ability. And then these are the diagrams. So you would choose which one of those 4 diagrams you want to work on picking. And there's the station, which is the first solo scenario. It has 4 rooms in it. And you can play up to 6 characters during that scenario. So if you'd like to see a more fleshed out rules play of this game, or maybe a playthrough, just leave a comment in the section down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, share with your friends, all that kind of happy stuff. And then of course at last you have these token or beads that use in a variety of ways in the game, depending on what character you're playing and what action you're taking. So thank you so much for watching.